Hi, my name is Richard Millare, film as art student, and this is my whole film analysis featuring the 2023 movie Saltburn, directed by Emerald Fennell. If you're thinking, why Saltburn? Well, it is one of the most controversial movie of 2023, as the critics said, unpleasant and alarming scenes. And it also tackles gay love story, so I'm really into it. If that got your attention, let's get into it. Just a little bit disclaimer, some scenes and words are X-rated, so watch at your own risk. Let's first discuss the hero's journey while discussing the summary for you to understand the movie. Well, this is the story of Oliver Quick, played by actor Barry Keoghan, a college student at Oxford University and trying his best to fit in, as he was unexperienced in college life and in mingling with high-profile elite people. And that is the everyday world. The call to adventure happened when he met Felix Cotton, played by actor Jacob Elorde, a sympathetic and a member of elite student in Oxford. They became really good friends, and so the first threshold happened. When Oliver became depressed because of his father's death, Felix was there to comfort him, and to make Oliver's feeling better, Felix invited him to their country house, or should I say mansion, that is called Saltburn. And so, the road of trials began. Oliver met Felix's parents, Sir James and Lady Elspeth, together with his sister Venetia, a Lady Elspeth best friend, Pamela, as well as Farley, Felix's cousin and Oliver's classmate at Oxford. Oliver mingled with the family, and the family also gave Oliver a warm welcome. One night, he saw Felix masturbate in the bathtub and lustfully drank his semen from the bath water. Later on, Venetia waited for Oliver outside his room window and gave her oral sex even during her period, while Farley is watching from afar informing Felix about what is happening. But when Felix asks Oliver about it, he claims that nothing happens. At night, Oliver had sex with Farley and threatened him if he told anyone what happened. When Felix surprised Oliver to visit his mother, it caused Oliver panic as the new secret will be revealed. Felix found out that Oliver's father is still alive and his mother is also well and not a drug abuser, and they live in a middle class and respectable neighborhood. Realizing that Oliver lied to him about his upbringing, he warned Oliver to leave Saltburn after the party to save his family from humiliation. For Oliver not to leave the Saltburn, this is where transformation happened. During the party, Oliver seeks to make amends with Felix by expressing his adoration for him, but Felix rejects him and suggests getting help from psychologists. The following morning, Felix was found dead in the Saltburn maze. Oliver then blamed Farley's drug for his death so that the family would punish Farley and ban him to the mansion. Oliver mourns Felix, visits his grave, gets naked, and lies down on the soil and masturbates on it. After the funeral, the family requested Oliver to extend his stay in Saltburn. Venetia then accused Oliver of destroying her family, but Oliver said something to her that made her upset, and the following day, Venetia found dead in her bathtub due to suicide. Because of Sir James' concern of Oliver getting close to Elspeth, he bribed Oliver to leave the Saltburn, which he accepted right away and went out. But Oliver is not done yet. Oliver saw the death of Sir James in the newspaper and planned to have an encounter with Lady Elspeth, and he became successful. Lady Elspeth invited him again to the Saltburn. After spending several months with Oliver, she became ill and only to find out Oliver intentionally planned all the tragic events that happened in Saltburn. He also acquired Elspeth's assets, including the mansion, and murdered her by removing the aspirator. Having now assumed ownership of Saltburn and all the Cotton family fortune, he happily dances naked around the mansion. Let's talk about the Mason's Hut. This is a specific tilt image from a scene taken from appears to be the exterior of the house, as we can see stairs with big plants and two columns topped with two riser lights. It appears to be the night, as we can see minimal lights coming from the top, and the environment is very smoky and bluish. There's also a person standing in the stairs, and no features can be seen, other than the silhouette. And there is also a person sitting down the stairs wearing white fabric, and the person seems to have long hair. Now, with cinematography, including editing and sounds, this sequence is a good example. As you have noticed, the director used a lot of tonal montage throughout the sequence to capture the reaction of each actor. There is not much camera movement in this particular sequence, but you can see that they use different camera angles and distance. They use full shot, medium shot, close-up shot, and frame wide shot to showcase the beautiful Mason sun. For lighting, since this is outdoor, we can assume that they use the sun's position as the key light as it's coming from the top. And to soften the shadow, they use minimal fill light. To make the atmosphere peaceful, they use the combination of diegetic and non-diegetic sound. From the dialogue, chirping of the birds, water splash, and wind blows, accompanied with music that appears to have played in the entire location, make this movie peaceful and chill, which is the goal of this sequence.
Oh, I need to check with Robert to make sure that he's being extra vigilant with the hydrangeas.
Very wise, my love. Oh, bliss. Bliss, bliss, bliss. Oh, this song. God, I haven't heard this song in forever. I used to hang out with them all, actually, when I was modelling. Britpop, Blur, Oasis, God, the parties. Oh, but then, of course, Common People came out, and everybody thought it was written about me, which was completely mortifying and ridiculous. I mean, I barely knew Jarvis. What? But she came from Greece. She had a thirst for knowledge. It couldn't have been me. I've never wanted to know anything.
And the movie ratio is 16:9 and did not use the widescreen. This film is a fiction drama thriller, and they represented the community fair. From the nerdy college guy to rich kids partying all night. But of course, not the killing part, because that's not acceptable in the real world. This movie is worth watching, but of course at your own risk, because some scenes are not for all ages. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you got something in my analysis. Once again, my name is Richard Millare, and this is For Film as Art Whole Film Analysis.